guys, so as promised, I was going to try out a new hairstyle, so here it is. I tried out the Fulani sew-in, or the Jada Weda hairstyle that was trending a few months back. Today's video is in collaboration with Curlsqueen. I've worked with them many times. Curlsqueen sent over 2 bundles of their water curly hair, and I got it in 22 inches. So it may not look like 22 inches, obviously, because it's quite curly, and I haven't cut it or anything. I haven't shaped it or anything like that. This is exactly how it is after styling the hair, which you guys will see in the video. So I just want to give you guys all the details. So you will get your curly hair in a box like this, and once you open up, you will have your hair inside. You will have a nice little mesh bag with a bonnet inside. You will also get a detangling brush. Your hair will come in a little drawstring bag. Of course, mine is empty because the hair is in my head. You will also get a little information card, and this is what the hair looks like without washing, styling, anything like that. This is just fresh out the box. This is pretty much what was left over, so I saved it so you guys can see what it looks like. It's their double drawn wefted hair, and this is a texture that I have. Obviously, once you style it, it becomes super pretty, very defined, and it's very soft. I will say that I did have a little bit of shedding, but shedding is normal with hair extensions. You're always going to have some sort of shedding. Nothing crazy. This hair detangles very easily. Honestly, you just need a little bit of water and a leave-in conditioner and you're good to go. Of course, if you want more definition, then you definitely need some sort of styler, like a mousse or a gel, and for me, I used a mousse. Like I said, Curlsqueen sent me 2 bundles, and I pretty much used the entire 2 bundles, except for this small little piece. Actually, I think we did put this piece in, but then we ended up taking it out because it was just too much. It was a lot of hair. So you honestly just need 2 bundles for this volume. Of course, if you want even more volume, then you can do 3 bundles. I'll insert a photo of what 3 bundles looks like. So this is 3 bundles, which looks so good. It's so full, so voluminous. And looks really nice, and it's the same texture. The only difference with what she did is that she put perm rods at the end of her hair. So I went to my hairstylist here in Toronto. I always wash and blow dry my hair myself, and this time, because I knew I was going to do a Fulani look, I really made sure to blow dry the front portion of my hair really straight, because I have a lot of hair and I wanted my braids to be really neat. She started out with doing the front portion of my head first. I kind of gave her an image of what I was going for. I'll put it here, and she kind of freestyled it a little bit, just because, of course, everyone's head shape is different. Everyone's head is a different size, and my braids are a little bit smaller than my inspo, which is fine. I kind of told Tasha to kind of freestyle it because I wasn't very picky when it came to the style. I just knew I didn't want it to go straight back. I didn't want anything boring. I wanted something a little bit more fun. This is my very first time doing this look. Once she finished the front portion of my head, she moved on to the back, and she braided all my hair down. I have a ton of hair, so she braided it all down. She sewed it down, and then she started sewing in the tracks. And I believe you just get 2 big tracks. Each bundle is just 1 long track, and you can obviously cut it up if you want to. Tasha didn't really cut up the tracks. I think when she got to the top portion of my head, she did have to kind of cut it, just because this area gets smaller. So she did cut a few pieces there, but for the most part, it stayed in 2 tracks. So also I want to mention that Tasha did use rubber bands at the end of my braids, so that way she can kind of do like a crochet look to hide the tracks, if that makes sense. Also, the last track that's at the top of my head, she flipped it over, so that way the track was underneath and not on top. This took about, I want to say, about 4 hours. We did stop a few times, you know, I was filming and whatever. So I want to say, if anything, it probably would have taken maybe 3.5 hours. It was quite a long process. I didn't think it was going to be so long. Tasha definitely detangled the hair. She sprayed some, I think it was like a water mixture, maybe had like leave-in conditioner. I'm not really sure what she sprayed, but she sprayed my hair just to see if we could maybe shape the hair a little bit, but then eventually I kind of decided that I wanted to do it at home and on camera for you guys. So that is what I did, which you guys are gonna see in an upcoming clip. All right, you guys, so it's about 5 days later and I haven't done anything with this hair. So today I'm going to actually style it. I have been meaning to cut this hair, style it, moisturize it. I've been wearing it pretty much like this. Very frizzy, very fluffy. Of course, I, spray a little bit of water in the mornings just so that way it's not too flat. But I honestly have not really done anything to it. So let's tackle that now. So I'm actually gonna split my hair into maybe like, I don't know, maybe 4 sections. This is a lot of hair. I'm gonna go in with a spray bottle of water. I'm gonna make sure I like really saturate this hair because I want to get the best definition or like the most out of this hair. And I'm actually gonna detangle this hair because I have not done so. All right, I think this is pretty good. It's not soaking wet. So I'm not really sure what products to use for this hair, and I don't want to use my good stuff. So I'm gonna go in with this Garnier leave-in cream. I don't know if I've ever used this on my real hair, but whatever, we're gonna use it. I'm not gonna go too crazy just because I don't know how this works, but let's put it in. So working that in, I might need a little bit more. Feels good. And then on top of that, I'm going to use a mousse, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of this. And I'm gonna work a little bit more into the top section of the hair. Wide tooth comb, and then I'll move on to a defining brush or like a smaller toothbrush. Okay, this section's a little bit too big, so let's go a little bit smaller. So I just want to give you guys an update. I have been rocking this hair for 5 days and I have gotten so many compliments on this hair. It's insane. A lot of stares, not bad stares, but like, oh, that looks pretty type of stares, but a ton of compliments. It's crazy how many compliments I've gotten so far. So my only issue with this hair so far, within the 5 days that I've been wearing it, is that I don't know how to preserve it at night. At nighttime, of course, I need to make sure that the front portion of my head is protected, of course, because I don't want my braids to get frizzy, right? But then I need to make sure the length of the hair doesn't get messed up or smushed. And because I have, the cornrows at the front, I can't do, my normal pineapple routine where I put all of my hair at the top of my head because the front of my hair is gonna get messy. So I have just been wearing a big bonnet, jumbo bonnet, to preserve the back of my head. But when I wake up in the morning, my hair is smushed and it's frizzy because I don't know how to preserve it. So in the morning, I'm having to style it, which is a little bit annoying to do. I mean, it doesn't take long, mind you, but it's still annoying to do. So that is something I'm still figuring out. But besides that, the maintenance at night, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. The curls are nice and soft. I really don't have much shedding. I probably have like 3 or 4 strands on my hands, so not too bad. Okay, so I just went in with some mousse, and the mousse I'm using is by Shea Moisture. And I'm just running that through and making sure to get the top as well. Try not to get it on my braids because I don't want that to get frizzy. And now I'm gonna go in with a smaller tooth comb. This is a defining brush or detangling brush, but it does help to define. So you guys can see the curls are starting to spring up. And I may finger coil some of it because I've been seeing a lot of girls with the same hair type finger coiling the ends, and it looks really pretty. So, okay, I am gonna shingle a little bit and I'm going to finger coil just the end of the hair. So I'm not doing anything crazy, just finger coiling just a little bit, but mainly like the bottom half of the hair. And once it's dry, I will unravel the finger coils. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm just literally wrapping it around my finger, and I'm just doing pretty chunky sections. I'm not going and doing every strand or every section, just because that's just gonna take too much time. Okay, so that section is done. So that's what it's looking like. All right, so quickly, this of course has not been touched, and this side is moisturized and it's defined, and I finger coiled the ends. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side. All right guys, so I just wanna show you guys what the hair is looking like. It's still wet, and it's actually really pretty when it's wet. I am noticing this weird bump right here. Yeah, there's a little bit of a bump here, but that's fine. Once the hair dries, I'll kind of like move hair around to make sure it's nice and even. But I'm gonna go ahead and sit under my hooded dryer for whatever, 30 minutes maybe. It's already drying in some sections. All right guys, change of plan. I'm going to use my diffuser. I've been air drying my hair for about 15 minutes and I'm gonna diffuse for a bit. Let's see how this works. Alright guys, so the hair is dry. I was hoping for a little bit more volume, but I'm definitely gonna have to go in and like separate these pieces, which I probably will a little bit later today. But for the most part, it's dry. This is what it looks like. I don't know if it's as flat as it was. Probably not, it's probably a little bit bigger. Alright guys, so it's been about an hour or so. My hair is fully dry, but as you can see, it really hasn't expanded anymore. So I'm going to separate some of them. I don't know if I should put oil, but I kind of want frizz, so let's not put any oil. But I'm gonna be gentle when I am taking them apart. Some are really chunky, so like those ones I really want to make sure. See, like look at this one. And then of course, when you're done, you want to make sure that your tracks are not showing, right? So I will do that in a second. I just want to finish splitting some of these, and then I'll make sure that maybe I fluff at the roots in some areas, especially like at the top of my head because that area is kind of flat. This is the final result of what the hair looks like after it's been styled. I did not go in and cut it, but there is a small area that should probably get cut. I think right here. I'm gonna trim it just because it does hang down a little bit longer than the rest of the hair. So you guys can see right there. And that's pretty much going to be the only thing that I cut from this hair. I don't want to cut too much from this hair just because I do plan to reinstall it at some point. Whether I do the flip over method or I do another Fulani style, I don't want to chop up this hair too much because once you start cutting, you're gonna have to keep cutting. You're not gonna put the tracks back in the exact same way, right? It's not like it's clip-ins where you get different lengths. So I want to give you guys my final thoughts on this hair. I think this hair is very, very pretty. It's very soft. I love that it's not overly shiny. I hate when hair is really, really shiny. It does not mimic my hair at all because my hair is not shiny at all. My hair is very, very dull. Also, my hair is quite dark, but thankfully it matches this hair pretty well. I want to say that this hair is like a color 2. Whereas my hair is probably like a 1B. So my hair is slightly darker, but because of this style, you can't really tell too much, I wanna say. And also I just wanna show you guys my braid pattern as well. Like you can say I have some straights, I have like an X hair, I have some swirls, another X in the middle, and then the other side is the exact same. So a little bit of a freestyle right here, Tasha did in the center. Next time I wouldn't go for such a long length. I think I would have been happier with a 18 maybe a little bit shorter. I feel like this is very long and it looks like it's not my hair. Like it's just very, very long. I'm used to curly hair being short because when I do my hair in a twist out, my hair sits about here for the most part. So that's probably the only thing. And like, that's not really even a real con. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. You guys saw how the hair was installed. You heard my pros and cons. You've also seen how I style this hair and pretty much how I preserve the hair at night. I use a scarf at the front portion of my head and then I throw on a jumbo bonnet for the back section. And that's it. That is how I'm preserving my hair at night. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. All the details for this hair will be in the description box.